JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon confirming that you will be a millionaire in cryptocurrency. Now, of course, this is just my opinion looking at the facts, figures, numbers, logic. Should always do your own research. But remember, do what they do, not as they say. So I'm going to show you an older video of Jamie Dimon going off on Bitcoin once again. Then I'm going to show you a video right from JP Morgan's site talking about digital currency. Then I'm going to show you the exposure that JP Morgan got to BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF.
Sort of laborious at this point.
It's a good word.
Which is Bitcoin.
Yeah.
This ETF was approved just about a week ago now, and I think a lot of people are trying to understand what it ultimately means. JP Morgan, I imagine if you were a client of JP Morgan, you could call your broker and say, get me some of this ETF. What are you telling your brokers to tell them back when they make that call?
Yeah. So this is an important thing. This is the last time I've ever talked about this in CNBC. Okay, so help me God. Blockchain is real. It's a technology. We use it. It's going to move money. It's going to move data. It's efficient. We've been talking about that for 12 years too, and it's very small. Okay, so I think we've wasted too many words in that. Cryptocurrencies, there are two types. There's a cryptocurrency which might actually do something. Think of a cryptocurrency as an embedded smart contract in it, and then we can use it to buy and sell real estate and move data. That may have value.
The idea of tokenizing things.
Tokenizing things that you do something with. And then there's one which does nothing. I call it the pet rock, the Bitcoin or something like that. And so on the Bitcoin, there's, first of all, and I'm not trying to make a joke here. There are use cases, AML, fraud, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance, sex trafficking. Those are real use cases, and you see it being used for hundreds, maybe $50, $100 billion a year for that. That is the end use case. Everything else is people train among themselves. So
speculate.
Now my last statement, the last time I ever talk about Bitcoin is I defend your right to do Bitcoin. I think, it's okay. I don't want to tell you what to do. So my personal advice would be don't get involved, but I don't want to tell any one of you what to do. It's a free country.
What do you make of black?
Okay, so he gives you his opinion on it, and he believes that. But if it's used for money laundering, all those other things he said, then why would you want your company giving people exposure to it? But I agree with him with the cryptocurrency and then Bitcoin, which is a store of value, right? We are heading into blockchain, guys. The things that you're invested in cryptocurrency, the public and private sector are coming together. Once regulation comes in, thousands of cryptocurrencies are going to get wiped out. It's going to be the big three left, and all else are going to be trying to survive regulation. I guarantee the big three will be Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. That will be the big three. Then the rest will all be trying to survive regulation, just like the auto boom and the dot-com boom.
We actually think about...
So if you want to check this out, it's Web3 Explained, JP Morgan Chase Co.
Breaking digital assets into four categories. First is cryptocurrencies. This is Bitcoin and Ether, assets that are native to a given blockchain protocol. Then we have payments tokens like stablecoins and central bank digital currencies that really enable the faster, more seamless movement of money over blockchain. Third, we have traditional assets, which are tokenized securities, and bringing those onto blockchain. Think about stocks, bonds, even real estate. And finally, native tokens. NFTs, governance tokens, even digital securities that you're creating and representing on blockchain.
Okay, so everything's going tokenized. I'm going to show you Onyx, JPM coin, then I'm going to show you the very thing that Jamie Dimon says it's a pet rock used for all those things that he said. They're getting exposure to it. So you haven't checked out, this is Onyx, this is JP Morgan's, their own payment token. Their own payment token. And then right here, if you look at this, JP Morgan discloses 731,000 of spot Bitcoin ETF invested in BlackRock's IBT. I don't know, guys. Facts, figures, numbers, logic. That's why I'm not emotional about these markets. The wave of energy is always the same. Wall Street wins 100% of the time until you understand how Wall Street moves money. So what I do is I think it's a very speculative asset during this time with no regulation. As it goes up the top of the risk pyramid, high risk, high return, I pull 50% of my profits in the bull run and I move it down the risk pyramid and I insure my wealth with insurance. I diversify in precious metals, real estate, and more companies to create cash flow. And I repeat the process. So I hope this information reaches you well. Make sure you do your own research. And this is the greatest time in human history to shift your family's timeline. Warriors, rise, get your shit together. Love you guys. If you you click my link in my bio, remember, I'm not DMing you proactively. That's not me. Those are scammers. We do not invest people's money. In my bio, you can set up a free consultation with my insurance team, Canada and US. It's completely separate from my 3T Warrior Academy. Then I have my 3T Warrior Academy Education Academy, where we support you with education, community, like-minded individuals just like you, so you don't feel alone. I'll see you on the other side.